When I was young, I was broke as hell. To scrape together some cash, I sucked it up and donated sperm to a hospital 693 times over 23 months, pocketing over 100 grand in compensation. Who could have known back then that my sperm quality was so good it'd help over 500 families have kids? 20 years later, I was in my 40s and still had nothing to show for it. I was getting by delivering meat for my old man's butcher shop, with debt collectors showing up daily to threaten and rough me up. My fiancée Anna was pregnant. Things were already bad enough, and then a court summons suddenly landed on my doorstep. Those kids had grown up and wanted to find their biological father, so they sued the hospital to get my identity. My mind went completely blank. I was terrified they'd come after me for child support, which would have finished me off completely. I rushed to my buddy Ike for help. He was a third-rate lawyer, but he took the case without hesitation, and even gave me the kids' files. I couldn't resist flipping through them, and discovered one of my sons was Jess, a national team soccer star. When I went to the stadium to watch him play, I stood there clenching my fists with excitement. Later, I tried to help another son who worked at a coffee shop and wanted to be an actor. Sure, I accidentally got him fired, but when he nailed his audition, I hid off to the side, happier than if I'd succeeded at something myself. After that, I couldn't help but show up as a stranger to help the kids. I'd fake drowning to get my lifeguard son some work, act as a shill for my singer son to draw a crowd, watch over my chubby son when he got drunk late at night, and walk with and feed my son who had cerebral palsy. Watching them, I slowly started to understand what being a father meant. But before I could figure out whether to acknowledge them, my identity as Starbuck got leaked by the hospital. People were trashing me everywhere. Even my fiancée Anna called me a freak. Ike said we could countersue the hospital for $200,000, and I didn't want to at first. But when the debt collectors went after my dad, I had no choice but to go along with it. After we won, I watched the kids say in interviews that they didn't think I was a bad person and actually thanked me. My heart felt sour and guilty. I came clean to my old man about everything. He didn't blame me, and even pulled out money to help me pay off my debts, saying family comes first. I finally made up my mind to reveal my identity, but then Anna went into early labor. Thankfully, both mother and baby were fine. When I saw hundreds of kids flood into the hospital, each one giving me a hug and saying they'd known all along I was helping them, my eyes immediately welled up. It turned out that after all this time going in circles, I'd finally found real happiness.